So following this morning's live stream, when I was completely coming from flow and I was telling you that I had already decided that my day was going to be absolutely outstanding and nobody was going to be able to knock me off the perch that I was on or stop me from coming from flow, I was completely and utterly overwhelmed by the amount of emails and private messages that I got of people saying, thank you so much. I so needed to hear that today. It was really great, actually. It was nearly feeding my determination for today to just go so seamlessly. But like, lads, at the end of the day, the majority of my days look like that and feel like that. And that didn't come naturally. I had to work really hard at my daily spiritual practice and my daily personal development. And as my very good friend Chris Cook just told me a moment ago, my progress and my process goals every single day. But let me just give you an example of what today actually looked like for me, okay? So this morning I had a one-to-one client at 8:30 this morning. She was absolutely fantastic. Did all of the work that I gave her the week before. And when my clients do that, we get through the work far more quickly. So that was brilliant. That was 8:30 to 9:30. That was just fantastic. Then I prepared for speaking in 3 schools on behalf of Junior Achievement Ireland and Microsoft. And for the very first time, I had a very first today, lads. For the very first time, my mush was live streamed into 3 separate classrooms at one time, which was an absolute honour and privilege to be able to work with that amount of students all at once. If this wasn't for the pandemic, I wouldn't have been able to touch that amount of students at one time. So that was absolutely fantastic. That was 10 till 11. Then I had another one-to-one client from 11:30 to 12:30, and she was stellar as well. Hadn't seen her for about 2 weeks, and that would be unusual for her and I. So we had lots of work to catch up on that we hadn't done together in the last 2 weeks. And then she actually decided to join the private membership group, and that's fantastic because now I'm going to be working with her every day. So that's great. So I had a break for lunch at 12:30, and then I joined a webinar with Lift Ireland with regard to leadership in the media, okay, and leadership when it comes to journalism and all that kind of stuff. Very, very interesting conversation. There was literally hundreds of people on that call. Found it really, really insightful. And then this afternoon I did some writing, I caught up on some emails, and then I prepared for, because you guys know that I have 2 private membership groups, one for girls and one for guys. So then I prepared, because today is Thursday and we're all about doing things in sequence and on certain days so that everybody knows what to expect. We have a lot of structure in those groups and it's really highly organised. So Thursday is live Q&A day. And I put a post up every single Monday into both of the groups actually. And during the week, the girls and the guys are launching questions in, and then on Thursday I go in and I answer them all live. So I did that for the girls then in the early evening. And then I had the absolute, another privilege. One of the major parts of being part of any of the private membership groups is that I get guest speakers in every quarter. And I invite people, sometimes I know them and sometimes I don't know them. But this guy I happen to know very well. His name is Chris Cook. He is an Olympian. And he is, I think, a double Commonwealth champion as well. When Chris speaks, diamonds and gold falls from his mouth. And even, again, like this is, I've heard him speaking many, many times. I've pages and pages of notes here from him speaking again. So he was actually doing the live Q&A tonight in the guys group, and the guys were preparing questions for him all week. So I had a good old chin wag with him before we started, and then he told a story and I interviewed him a little bit, and then he did his live Q&A with the boys, and then the boys left the room. Then we continued our chat, and then I cut up again on some more emails, and I just said to myself, Nick, that's like, it's 10 to 10 now. So that's like a 14-hour day. But when you are doing what you love And when you're doing what you're supposed to be here to do, 14-hour days seem like 4 minutes, if I'm honest with you. I feel invigorated. I feel really, full of gratitude and full of energy. Now that I know I'm going upstairs to finish off my daily spiritual practices, which is finding out, did you actually follow through on your intention today, Nicola? Because I set intentions every single day. Did you follow through on your intention? Are you holding any resentments? Did you, observe your ego? Did you document that? What are you grateful for? What can you do better tomorrow? What kind of day are you going to have tomorrow? Do a little bit of meditation, do a bit of journaling. Off I'll pop off to sleep. Guys, it's days like today that we have to hold on to, okay? Some of these days can be, short and sweet, or they don't come around too often for some people. So what I'm going to encourage, the intention behind me doing this live stream is when these days occur for you, when you've had a day where you're just on top of your game, and in the middle of all that, with the kids coming in this afternoon from school, they're sharing all their stories, they're preparing for tomorrow, they're having their showers, doing their homework. It's a busy house. The dog is fucking barking all the time. It's a busy house. There's challenges as well. But when you have those days when it's just like, do you know what? That was a great day. That was a great day. I'm going to remember today. Those are the days, guys, that we have to hold on to for when the challenging times come. Because the challenging times are coming for us all. Okay? Me included. I have challenges all the time. Okay? But when I have the challenges and when I have the wobbles, it's these days that I hold on to that get me through. What we focus on expands. And I am choosing to focus on days like today. Gabrielle Brannigan says, what about your kids and your husband? Well, my husband, very kindly, because he knew that I was having a busy day today, he brought up breakfast for me as I was preparing to get ready for my clients. And then when Jamie and Charlie came in from school, they gave me all the guff, because my office is actually in my kitchen here. So I am in the busiest room in the house. So there's always comings and goings in this place. Got all the guff of what was going on in school, what wasn't going on in school, and spent a bit of time with them, and we ate together. And then I had to come back to work, and they went off and did their respective things with their pals online and gaming and preparing for tomorrow and Zooming and FaceTiming and writing and all the rest of it. So you don't be worrying. Them kids are well part of every single part of my life and this business. And they could all teach us a thing or two, I can tell you, with regard to resilience and what it means to be able to knuckle down, because we've really found it hard over the last 12 months because my husband has a compromised immune system, and I've been very strict with the rules. Now I have loosened it up slightly in the last couple of weeks, but we shared our days with each other. And all was good, and everything is very peaceful in this house tonight. And it's days like this that we have to hold on to, okay? So listen, take it easy. I'm off upstairs now to take off the makeup and derobe myself. I'm looking a bit more dishevelled than I was this morning. And I'll catch us on the page tomorrow. All right? Take it easy. Slán.